This is Fox 26 Morning News Extra.
Here to talk about what happens to society in crises like these, behaviorist Dr. John Demartini. He's with us this morning. Doctor, good morning to you.
Good morning.
So, this just seems to be the proverbial vicious cycle where anger feeds anger and it just keeps going round and round. Is there an exit to it?
Well, we have a reasoning part of our brain and we have an emotional part of our brain. And if we get and exaggerate the emotional, it just goes out of hand. But if we actually stop, see both sides to things, bring our mind back into balance, we start to act with reason. I realize that there's discussions of racial issues here. But in anthropology, the idea of race has faded away. And what we now have is Homo sapiens. And if we can procreate together, we're the same species. I think education needs to come in and help people realize that we don't need to live back in the 50s and the last decades. We need to move forward and help people realize that we're human beings. So we don't have the racial construct. And we also need to educate the police and the people that are carrying guns today and educate them on how to deal with those reactive moments. Because if we don't have foresight and pre-planning, we're going to have hindsight and reactions with impulses and instincts instead of actually working with reason. So we have to educate the policemen on how to handle those situations and the people who are carrying guns. And we have to educate people on the difference that we think we have and realize that we're Homo sapiens today.
And if we can do that, how do we go about doing that? Because it's difficult to change the mindset, because now you've got this going on and you've just got the clashing, and it sounds great, and in a perfect world, yes, we feel that way. But what can we do as a community? What can Houstonians do to get that feeling? To, like you said, we're all human beings. We're all Homo sapiens.
Well, any time we have a reaction to things and we see only the downside and not find the blessings or the meaning behind it, we'll perpetuate that into our next cycle. We'll keep repeating anything that we haven't found meaning in. As Viktor Frankl described in the concentration camps, the people that found meaning are the ones that survived and that didn't perpetuate the bias. The key is to make sure that we go and find out and not make these deaths meaningless, but to actually find it and see how we can unite and do something, add to the training, help people in their future understanding, educate people further. It's an education process.
Takes somebody to take a bold step to step out of what their comfort zone of reacting might be, then, it sounds like you're saying.
Well, if we don't, we perpetuate the same cycle. And as long as we run the story and become victims of our history and not masters of our destiny, we'll hold ourselves back and live in the past instead of move forward and contribute to the future. Because the truth is that we are the same species. And although we have maybe differences in colors and difference in hairs, the truth is we can procreate, we can love each other. And we have the capacity to learn to love each other, but we have to ask the right questions and learn how to balance out our perception.
Well, Dr. Demartini, we appreciate you being here. You've written a lot of books about the power of positive thinking and things like this. I encourage people to try to read more positive things and get us kind of all on the same page. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.